Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this video today instead of tomorrow. I went to work and I only worked for like 3.5 hours because I was not feeling work at all today. Yeah, I did get the displays put up. I think I might have put them in backward. Oops. Um, if I did, oh well, it's too late. I'm not fucking, you know what I'm saying? I'm not pulling them out and switching them around. They'll just be backward. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. I put the one that was supposed to be on the left on the right, and you know what I'm saying? Vice versa. I think I switched them around. Uh, but I'm not 100% sure. And I didn't realize that that might have been the case until after I already had got to the second part, put the backer up, and had like about 15 hooks up and one of the, you know what I'm saying? One of the card holder things. So it's like, fuck it. At that point, just finished putting the shit in and put what product in I could find. And I was like, fuck this. Excuse me. Because I have two pallet carts, or not pallet carts, two L carts. You know, the L shaped cart thingies for like that they push product around. I have two of those in the back full of product and like literally full, like stacked higher than fucking I am full. And they stack them like fucking idiots too. Like I hate trying to move them carts after they stack. I will literally go get another cart and restack the shit on another cart because they don't know what they're doing and the shit'll be all leaned over to like where if you even move it or bump it a little bit you've got shit falling down on your head and shit like that. And like I've almost gotten injured working at this fucking store because of shit like that. Because like Monday when I was in there, I went to get some signage down that I needed for the changeover we were doing, and because a couple ladies came and helped me on Friday to get some of the shit done for the. Or no, one of them did on Friday. It was Monday that a couple came. But anyway, yeah, I had to, they had a couple of carts of their, store product in the way of where I needed to, move the shelving over so that I could get to the signage I needed to get to. I didn't put it back because of how it was fucking stacked. Like I just you know what I'm saying? I just moved it to where it was out of the way because as soon as I moved it, like the shit started falling over. Like if I wouldn't have realized that it was slipping and made sure to move out of the way, I would have got hit in the head probably with a couple pairs of shoes because it was boxes of shoes and they were just stacked all sorts of crazy. But anyway, so I figured since I came home early today, I would go ahead and just get this out of the way because tomorrow I'm most likely not gonna have time. Because I don't know, things kind of got messed up with the person I had plans with. He had to work later than normal, and he had an appointment and shit like that. So I was just like, you know what? I'm feeling depressed as shit, and I'm just not feeling work, and I just want to go home. I'm just gonna go home, and like we could try tomorrow. We can try to see if we can hang out tomorrow or whatever. But um, yeah. So like I had said before, I kind of wanted to kind of I don't know talk about like shit with my ex. Um, like I don't know. It was bad from the start. I guess I don't know. Like okay, like I had was saying before, like the guy that I was with between him and my youngest son's dad. Um, when him and I split up, like it was not a problem for me to get an apartment, and I had a car that it was decent. I mean, it did need a couple of things fixed on it, basic maintenance type shit. Um, but I mean, you know what I'm saying? I had a car, I was able to get my own place. Like it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't hard because he, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't the one paying for everything, like with previous exes, like with my ex-husband and with my youngest son's dad. Like, I was the one paying all the bills. Like, I mean, my ex-husband paid like the electric and water bill, and that was it. I made sure everything else got paid. Every now and then he would have to help out with like the gas bill, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Maybe every once in a great, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe a handful of times in the 11 years we were together. I pretty much took care of fucking everything. Uh, he, you know what I'm saying? Like so I was able to have money and, um, you know, stuff like that. So, um, I don't know. I met him like not super long after I had moved into my apartment. So like I was still unpacking. Um, and like I don't know. Um, I had a friend that uh came to town to visit. Like it was just supposed to be for like she was just gonna visit for a couple weeks. Like it was around it was close to Christmas time. And so, or no, it was around Thanksgiving. She came like shortly after Thanksgiving, I think it was. I don't remember exactly, but it was, you know, Thanksgiving, Christmas time ish. Um, and it was just supposed to be her staying for a couple of weeks to visit. And then it ended up being her staying for Christmas because we hadn't seen each other in a really long time. And then that turned into her staying for, she ended up staying like, I don't know, 3 months total, 4 months. I'll say, yeah, okay, yeah, it was about 3.5 months. She stayed. Um, that's what her visit became, was a 3.5 month visit. But anyway, so yeah, I met him during the same time that she was there, and it was her and her boyfriend, and like they argued a lot and all and stuff, and eventually, um, when it got to the point that like they would get in fights and he would like break my stuff, I'm like, dude, you gotta go. Like he can't be here no more. Like either you both gotta go or he's gotta go. One of the two. So she decided to stay and he left. And then, I don't know. She says nothing happened. He says they messed around. Like, I don't fucking know. I feel like it probably happened. I feel like my intuition says it happened. Like, when I woke up the next day and like I don't even know, like it was weird because like I didn't even drink that much. I really didn't. And like normally I can drink, and so like I don't get it. I just know I only had a couple of drinks. We did a couple of shots, and then next thing I know, I'm fucking puking everywhere and passing out. And that's not normal for me. Like I normally can fucking drink and throw back shots, like, you know what I'm saying? Although I don't drink like I used to, but you know what I'm saying? Like I've never gotten sick like that from just a couple of drinks. And then like I don't know, like normally if like I've drunk like that to where I'm sick and throwing up, I'm hungover for like a couple of days. I was only hungover for like one day after that, which that was another thing that was really weird to me. So I don't know. I don't know. He made I know he made a couple of my drinks. I don't remember if she made any of my drinks. I don't know. I don't remember much of that night. I just know I woke up and I felt just off. Like you know what I'm saying? It was like something is not right. Like he was in bed with me and everything, but it just something, you get that feeling. And then like right after he woke up, he left, which was not normal either. He normally did not do shit like that. He normally would hang out and we would eat breakfast and, you know what I'm saying, smoke and shit like that, and then he would go home. So that was another thing. So like, like how she was acting. Sorry, I'm smoking off camera because I'm using my pipe instead of instead of rolling. I don't know where my papers and shit are at. But anyway, so, like, I don't know. They, at that point in time, they both were like, nothing happened, nothing happened, nothing happened. So I had no proof. I had, you know what I'm saying? So I just had to let it go, basically. Um, and then, I don't know, she left, and then we got in some arguments about some stuff. I found out he had cheated more than once. He told me that he cheated with her. Um, you know, just a lot. We broke up for a little while, and I started talking to somebody else, and then he found out about it and like kept coming around and kept, you know, bugging and stuff like that. And the dude was just like, no, I'm not gonna deal with that. Like, I'm not gonna deal with your ex constantly being in the picture still. So him and I ended up getting back together after that. Um, he would still, anytime we would get in a fight, like I don't know 100% for sure that he cheated like every single time we got in a fight, but I do know about a lot. I know that towards the end, um, we were drinking one night and I don't know, something was said and I said something about, well, I know of at least 20, you know. And his comment was, well, yeah, those are the ones you know about. So I don't fucking know. I don't know. Um, I honestly, at this point, I really don't want to know. You know, it's bad enough that I know what I know and shit like that. Um, and like, I don't know, he literally was like the worst. He made me, like I said, he made me lose jobs, he made me lose money. Like, the place I'm living in now is like probably a third of the size of the place I had when him and I met. Although I bought this place, because it was cheap and the plan was supposed to be to fix it up, sell it for a down, so that I'd have a down payment for a house and then buy a house. But things, partly because of the relationship, partly because of a friend that I let stay here, who turned out to not be a friend, who really didn't help me with nothing. And then, like, now, like, prices of things are skyrocketing. I'm constantly dealing with roof. Like, my fucking roof started leaking again. We had it fixed in my room. Um, I don't know. Thinking I might try to get up there in a little bit and see if I can patch it some more and see if it'll stop, because it's irritating. And I don't know. When is it supposed to rain again. It was saying yesterday that it was supposed to rain today, and then now it's not. Oh, it's saying tomorrow it's gonna rain, tomorrow and Friday. Yeah, before it was saying today and tomorrow, and then Friday no rain. So yeah, I gotta try to get up there today. Oh, I need to pause this. I'll be right back. Sorry, my kid came home crying because he got hurt right before he left school, and his little thumb's hurt, so I had to take care of that. But anyway, so yeah, so, and like it's plumbing, electric, or something with the roof on this place. So I've just decided, like, it's in my best interest to we're just gonna move. But you know, that's beside the point. Like, the whole thing is like, he would constantly, like I said, it was he was constantly making me lose jobs or lose money, or, you know what I'm saying, like, it's always something. And I kind of think, I feel like it was because, like, he kept pushing, wanting to move in together, and I kept telling him, like, I don't feel like we are in a place. And it was like within a few months of us knowing each other, within like 3 or 4 months, he started talking about moving in together. And I'm like, dude, first of all, my lease ain't even up here. Secondly, I've not known you long enough to move in with you. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't just go jumping into moving in with people like that. Like, you know, like, my oldest kid's dad, we moved in together after just a few months, and that, you know what I'm saying, that I was kind of forced into that situation. Like, I was pregnant, and my mom basically went, look, you're about to graduate, you're about to be 18, you either go move in with that guy or whatever, but you're pretty much on your own, like, kind of thing. So we moved in together, uh, and then, like, my ex-husband, it was, I don't know, probably 6 months of us dating before we moved in together. And we had known each other for uh, a little while before we even started dating. So it wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like we didn't know each other that well. Um, and then, yeah, my youngest son's dad, we, it was about like just a few months again, and it didn't work out. And I mean, I knew though that one was one that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never really had wanted a relationship with him. Oh, hold on one second. Yeah. Okay, sorry, kid needed help again. But anyway, like that was the one that just, yeah. I got pregnant, I didn't mean to, so it was like, alright, fuck it. I guess let's try to have a relationship. Um, the next one, him and I were like dating and stuff, like almost a year before we moved together. And like I said, like that was the one I was saying before. Like he was the one that was like, he was encouraging me to go to school, you know what I'm saying, to do, to better my life. Like he, you know, if I would get behind on things around the house because of my schoolwork, he would, on his day off, he would help me clean up the house and get things back in order. But yeah, the last one, he was not like that. Like he, like I said, was real early pushing for us to move in together. And I told him, no, I don't, you know, I've learned my lesson about doing that. I don't do that. Do you have the computer? I do have the computer. You can have it back in just a little bit. All right. But yeah, you know, like I said, like I was like, no, 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 no. Like, like I literally, like I said, my place was 3 times the size. I have a decent car. My car is good now, though. I have a decent car now. Well, my parents gave it to me, but um, like I had a decent job, like to the point where um, like I knew that when my lease was up, I was gonna move out of that apartment. I wasn't happy there. The kids weren't happy there. Like our shit was all the time getting messed with and stolen, and you know, we're just always dealing with a lot of crap. Um, so I got my bills paid ahead. Like I had it to where my bills were paid like 2 months ahead. Um, that way, you know what I'm saying, if I accidentally had forgot about something while I was in the process of moving, it wouldn't be a big deal because I was paid ahead. Like I had extra money in my account. Um, and I actually had been doing that for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Um, but with him, I wasn't able to do that. He did, after about 2 years, convince me to move in with him, and that only lasted about 6 months because he was a total control freak. Like as soon as we moved in together, he was constantly going through my phone, and then tried to use the excuse that I had went through his phone before. I had went through his phone one time a year and a half before. One time a year and a half before was his justification for any time I would leave him alone in a room with my phone, he would go through my phone. Literally, any multiple times a day, I could go get up and go to the bathroom and come back, and he'd be sitting there going through my phone. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, really? Like, literally, anytime I walk away and leave you alone with my phone, you're going through it. Like, that is absolutely ridiculous. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just constant. constantly accusing me of messing around with people I wasn't messing around with, lying about family members being family members.
I found a naked lady lighter in the car.
You found one of my naked ladies? Slide it under the door. I was looking for it. Thank you. You know, just irrational shit like that. And like, so I, you know, after a few times of him going through my phone, and dealing, you know, with a bunch of bullshit and him trying to make shit out to be things like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a friend that sends me like dirty memes a lot and he gets upset about it. And it's like, dude, we are just friends. Like, it has been, you know, very well established that we are friends and only friends. I'm like, I have a female friend that does that too, that she sends out dirty memes to like everybody. You know, like, what the fuck? Like, it's okay if it's, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, you know, like, you have friends that literally send you porn and shit, like, and I'm supposed to be okay with that. Like, and honestly I am. I don't have a problem, you know what I'm saying, that your friends are sending you porn links or whatever, and you want to be mad because it just happens to be a guy that's sending those to me. For all you know, it could be a gay guy, you know, but it wasn't, but still, you know. Um, he tried to accuse me of saying that one of my cousins, or, you know, saying that somebody that was my cousin was, or that somebody that wasn't my cousin was my cousin. And I'm like, no, that's my cousin. Like, I'm like, look, he's got the same last name as my grandma. He's got the same last name as, look, my grandma's mom. My, you know, so I'm like, really? Like, are you fucking stupid? What was the other one? There was another one that was really, really dumb that he tried to accuse me of lying about. Oh, my cousin that lives with me now. My after my cousin that lives with me now, after he moved in with me, um, he tried to tell me that I was probably lying about him being my cousin, and that we were probably screwing behind his back and da da da. And I'm like, whoa, hold up, wait, back it up, back, way far back, because I, I, he, when I was 12 when his mom had him, and I used to babysit him and his brother and sister and change their diapers and what you're like, why the fuck would I lie? Like, I literally have, like, you know, family photos that say, you know, that my aunt gave me that said love Aunt Donna, and it's pictures of him and my aunt and his sister, and like, what are you talking about, you know? But then here's the kicker: is, come to find out, after he had said all, you know, accused me of this and said all this, this girl that he had been talking to behind my back, that he had told me was a cousin. Well, the first time I asked him about her, because the first time I seen her in his phone, I was like, oh, who's that? You know, he told me it was a cousin. Then the next time, it was an old friend from high school. Like, he had some bullshit story about how it was a friend of a friend, and they had just started chatting one day, and they're just nothing but friends, and da 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 da. Well, then it came out that they were more than friends. That it was actually some chick he had met on Plenty of Fish. A couple years before he met me, that he had a one night stand with, that he'd been going and hanging out with behind my back whenever we would get in fights. He said nothing happened with her, but you know what I'm saying? Hard to believe when you've lied about, you know, who she was multiple times and covered up, you know, that you're going out and doing things with her and stuff. Kind of fucked up if you ask me. Especially when, best part, my friend and I wanted to go out to bingo one night, and he didn't want to go. So we didn't end up going because he wouldn't go. 2 weeks later, guess who we went out to bingo with? Yeah. the girl who was lying about being his cousin. You know, so it's a little bit hard for me to believe that nothing happened. So, um, let's see. What else? Oh, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video because I'm almost at my 30-minute mark. And I'm gonna just start another video.